I've been calling all over town
I had some
looking for
business. What's wrong?
Well, some really important things have happened kind of all at once. I mean, some really incredible news and some really terrible news.
Terrible news about Lita Milagro?
No, about Clint.
Clint?
He's missing. He took his horse out for a ride, and he's been missing for hours. And, well, Vicky went back to Arizona with Asa.
Well, are you going back there?
No, we decided that I should stay here to wait to hear some information about the baby. And then, you see, this private investigator that Cord hired to look for Lita and Milagro in Venice, well, he saw them. But then he lost them. But at least now we know they're there.
Well, that's great. When he picks up the trail, we will, and finds out where she's staying, you, Cord, and I will jump on a plane. We will hightail it over to Italy, and we'll bring the baby home.
Ah, well, honey, that's great. How did you know my plan?
Great minds think alike, kiddo. See, I figured once Cord hired the PIs, they'd come up with something, so I just went ahead and I did my bit.
Airline tickets?
Uh-huh. Lots of airline tickets. 3 for Rome, 3 for Milan, 3 for Venice. I figured when we got the word, we'd be there at the right place, the right time. Without a doubt.
No, honey, you think of everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of something right now.
Yes, so am I. Wait, I want to show you something.
Oh.
Honey, this is the final thing that we need to find Milagro.
I tell you, Gabrielle, it's like Clint vanished off the face of the earth.
Sarah, it's all right. I was hoping Clint would have come back while I was out looking for him.
No such luck.
So what do we do now?
Oh, my God, Okie! Oh, man, it's good to see you. Where's Clint, huh, boy?
Well, this must mean he's close behind. Come on.
Okay, stay here, honey, all right?
Clint!
Clint?
Sworn that's where my ranch was.
No. No ranch down this way, Clint. I think you're lost.
You don't know how lost, buddy. I'm stuck in 1888. And that's all there is to it.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rain.
Gabrielle?
Where's Clint? We followed Okie's hoofprints as far as we could. There was no sign of Clint.
And what about the sheriff and their man? Did they come back?
They just drove up. We told them that Okie came back, and they said they'd do the best they could to follow his tracks.
This just does not make sense.
And I'll tell you, this guy looks like he's had a very good workout.
Well, do you think Clint took him on a long-distance ride?
Well, it's possible.
Well, that means that Clint could be farther from the ranch than we thought.
Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, there's something here on Okie's foot.
Those are cactus needles.
You're right. And you can look all over this ranch and you won't find this kind. These only grow about 10 miles out. Straight out in the desert.
Nothing, Buck. Deal just got another burr under his sail. The hell I do.
Oh, come
on, you two. Stop bickering. Barkeep, two short ones for my men. Wash that trail dust out of your gullets.
It ain't so much the trail that's got me riled, Buck. It's him.
Whoa, hey, Cody, take it easy. That's enough. Come on. All right now. What we want is peace. So, Cody, when you ride with me, we ride together. You got it? Sunday. That's better. Now, what happened?
Nothing happened, Buck. We did exactly what you told us to do. We took that herd and we rode him out there to Buzzard Gap.
Only we could have done it in half the time if we hadn't run into that fencing.
What fencing?
Them sod busters put it up again after we tore down the last batch.
Damn it! One of those fools. Not the fence good prime grazing land. Especially Buck Buchanan's land.
Yeah, well, to be perfectly honest, that fence was put up on open range. Buck, it's not like you got a deed on all the property from here to pass.
You hear that, Buck?
You don't ever dare talk to me about deeds. I own that land. You know why? Because I use it. How am I going to fatten up the cattle with a long drive to market?
Just because you need it don't make it yours.
And me and the boys were going to tear that fence down again, Buck. But Cody here, he pitches a fit. Makes us go around the long way.
Is that true, Cody?
I was just using common sense as I was trying to tell Deal here. We didn't need to tear down that fence.
Hold it.
A beautiful lady like you having to eat all alone? Man, that's a damn shame.
Well, such a gallant offer. How can a lady refuse?
If the lady won't refuse you, I will do it for her.
Shove off, Grandpa.
You listen, cowboy. You've got 30 seconds to walk out here on your own 2 feet. Or I swear, you'll be flying through that door.
I guess you are stuck in 1888, Clint. Till New Year's Eve, anyway.
No, you don't get it, Betty. I live in the future. I came from 100 years from now. Somehow I walked into a time warp. I know you don't understand it. I hardly understand it myself, but you gotta trust me on this. When I saddled up and rode out this morning, it was 1988. I can't expect you or anyone else to believe me. Can't believe it myself.
I don't know what to believe, mister.
Hey! It's getting hot up here!
Come on.
So, you gonna tell Papa May you're from the future?
Not right away. How about, this being our secret?
Okay.
Now, the really great thing about these tapes, see, is that they are not only going to teach us Italian, but they are going to teach us how to speak Italian like natives.
Okay, well, listen, I'm no great linguist, but I can listen to these tapes, too, and learn it right along with you.
You will?
Yes, not only that, but once we get over to Italy and have that baby in our arms, I think we're going to do something that the Italians really understand. Like express our true feelings for each other and get married.
Get married in Italy?
That's right. If you want, we'll fly to Rome, get married in St. Peter's Square.
How do you say I do in Italian?
I don't know, but it's probably on one of those tapes, right along with beautiful lady, I'm going to make you the happiest woman on this earth.
You know, I can just see it. I can see you, me, and Milagro touring through Europe on our honeymoon.
Oh, who knows? We may like it so much, we may decide never to come back. We'll just buy a little villa in Capri, and we'll live the life of Caesar and Mrs. Caesar.
Oh, and baby Caesar.
Oh, baby Caesar. Okay. Oh, Sid!
We'll call him Sid.
Sid. Cord. Cord, have you heard from the ranch? Have they found Clint?
No, I haven't heard one word about it, Tina, one way or another.
Oh, are you having doubts about your decision to, not go to Arizona with Vicky?
No, Tina, I needed to make a choice, and I made it. Staying here and waiting to hear about the baby comes first. I told Vicky if she needs me down in Arizona, she just gives me a call, and I'll be on the first flight down there.
I know you two feel like you're being pulled in two different directions, but this is temporary. I got this gut feeling the whole Buchanan clan, Clint and Milagro included, are going to be united again real soon. Just like some other people we know, huh, Tina?
Yeah, honey, I don't know if now's exactly the right time.
I can't think of a better time. I think we could use a little good news around here, huh?
Oh, yeah? Well, good news. What's that?
Well, after we go to Italy and find the baby, Tina and I are going to hang out a little longer and get married.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We figure it's time to kind of put some faith in our future, huh, babe?
That's exactly it. That's right, Faith.
Well, I don't know exactly what to say. Except congratulations, Max.
Thank you, Cord.
Tina, you know I wish you nothing but happiness, huh?
Yeah, thanks. Look, all this talk about marriage is a little premature. I mean, first, we have to find the baby, right? So, you know what? I'm gonna go and, practice my Italian. Ciao.
All the police out there, no sign of my son. What kind of an operation is this?
Okay, thank you very much, Sheriff. We'll be right with you.
With all the information you got, I'd like it now.
Hey, so why don't you just sit down and let us get you something to eat?
Gabrielle, what I need is to find my son. Now, what is the situation?
Well, Asa, you saw it as you drove up. All the sheriff's deputies are combing the ranch. All the hands have joined in. They've been at it all day.
And that's not good enough, Steve. That's why I came down here to kick in the high gear. I just hired 2 more choppers to join the search. Could you do me a favor? Round up the men, ask them to go out. Double their wages if need be.
You got it, Asa.
Lisa, this map shows where we've looked already.
Okay, I'll talk to the pilots when they set down.
Grandpa! Hi, Grandpa!
Oh, Kevin, Joey. Oh, am I glad to see you, too.
Did you find Dad yet?
You heard about that, have you?
Asa, why don't you have a talk with the boys in private?
And meanwhile, we'll go and tell the pilots where to start the search.
I thank you, ladies. Come on, you 2 buckaroos. Sit over here with me. Now, I reckon you're worried about your pa, right?
Yeah, he's out there all alone.
Well, that's right, but see, your pa's a big boy, and he's not afraid to be alone. And I'll tell you something else. He can take care of himself.
He's gonna come home, right, Grandpa?
Now let go, you big bully. He wasn't doing nothing but passing the time of day with me.
Not from where I stood. He was hoping for a lot more than that, honey.
Now you just stop this, Buck.
Buck?
That's right, sonny boy. Buck Buchanan. Maybe you heard tell of me in your nursery school days.
I'm sorry, Mr. Buchanan. I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
Now, what the hell are you all gawking about? This here's a saloon, not an opry. Here, darling. That proves something.
Just what I've known all along. That you think that you own everything and everybody in this territory. Well, you haven't got your brand on me, Buck Buchanan. And you never will.
Ladies, why'd you shame me like that? I mean, you know how I feel about you.
No, Buck, I don't. One minute you're all sweetness and light, and the next minute you're all bluster and ugly. If you want to sit at my table and you want to bathe in my tub and sleep in my bed, you're going to have to court me proper like.
Court you? Like a pair of kids on a church hayride?
I mean to be respectable, Buck.
Respectable. You, Blaise Pardee, I mean, you never even gave a damn about that word.
Well, I do now that I'm running a decent saloon with scrubbed floors and clean sheets and serving whiskey that ain't half water.
Yeah, darling, at least we forget now. I own this establishment and everything else along the rest of Main Street. And come election day, I mean, you're looking at the next mayor of Buchanan City.
Well, You may be running unopposed for that job, Buck. But you're not going to have it so easy with me.
Oh, come on, honey.
No, a proper courtship? Or no table? No tub? No, nothing.
Is something the matter?
Well, so far today, every experience I've had has given me cause to worry. Meeting your pa might be just one more jolt.
Come on, Pa. Clint kept 2 of Buck's guys from killing Slim Barnes.
And he convinced Will Simmons to sell us goods at the general store.
You got mighty close to my young'uns in a short time, stranger. Me, I'm harder to impress. What's your name? What are you doing here?
I'm kind of here by accident, Mr. McGillis. My name's Clint. Clint Buchanan.
Buchanan?
You're Buchanan?
Buck didn't even know him. He's no relation of his.
Is that right? It's just a coincidence you got the same last name?
More or less.
May gave Cody the ring back. And Clint didn't even dance when Cody was firing bullets at his feet. He says he's not a gunfighter. I don't know.
Betty, be quiet. What's your story, Buchanan?
My horse spooked and took off on me. I had to walk into town. All I was looking for was another horse so I could leave town. But somehow I got involved in the middle of your troubles, and I just couldn't help taking a stand on what seemed right and fair to me. I got a family myself, Mr. McGillis. They're waiting on me.
Well, come on in.
Much obliged. Thank you. You hold on, miss. I'll help you down.
Buddy, unhitch your buckboard, put the team away.
Every time we tear down that fence, they just put it right back up again. I don't see the point in wasting our time over a stretch of wire.
Last time I looked, Cody, I still own this outfit. I give you an order you carried out.
Them sidebusters ain't the only ones that crossed you, Buck. Will Simmons needs a good lesson, too.
Simmons, what's he done?
The way I hear it, he sold supplies to Monroe McGillis's kids.
Yeah, well, the way I hear it, Simmons owns that general store and can sell his goods to whoever he damn well pleases.
No. Not when I go politely to him, man to man, and tell him let those farmers fend for themselves.
I say to hell with polite talk. Let me go teach Will Simmons what it means to cross Buck.
You can't. Yeah, what's that gonna prove, huh, deal? And people in this town just go to a different store to buy their goods.
We ain't talking about supplies, Cody. We're talking about principle.
I didn't even know you knew what a principle was.
Now, damn it, that's enough. Now, you're trying to talk practical, Cody. And all I see is the man straddling the fence that I want torn down.
Will Simmons, Buck. Want me to go pay him a little visit?
No, no. We'll take care of his hash in time. Right now, I want this man here to answer me a straight question. Cody, whose side you on? Sodbusters or mine?
I'm just trying to look down the road a piece, Buck.
I don't give a damn about the road. Answer the question.
Yeah, I'm with you. Always was, always will be.
Right, always, huh? Well, I'm gonna give you a chance to prove that. Deal, you and I are going to the telegraph office. You stay here till we get back.
Oh, no.
Clint knows that territory better than anyone in Arizona. Even if he's lost, he'll find his way.
I keep trying to think positive about this, Max, but it just gets harder all the time.
Well, you want something positive to think about? Think about me and Tina getting married. You don't think we're rushing into this, do you, Cord?
I don't think I should have any say about this one way or another, Max.
Oh, come on. You're more than just a disinterested observer. I value your advice.
I want Tina to be happy. That's all.
Well, it's just great. We both want the same thing then, right?
Yeah.
Join me.
Thanks.
I'd like to propose a toast. To my best man.
What, are you asking me to stand up for you now?
You're the most stand-up guy I know.
Well.
And you're going to be in Italy with us anyway, so I think it'd be right. You're not drinking, Cord.
Max, you know, it's not that I'm not honored, because I am. It's just that...
What? You think because you're Tina's ex-husband, you can't be my best man?
Well, I suppose there is no rule against something like that.
Oh, I'm sure your being part of the ceremony would make Tina very happy.
Well, as I said before, I want Tina to be happy. And you too, Max.
Look, I know Tina's broken a few hearts in her day, including yours. But me and her, well, I think it's the real thing. I mean, I'm sure of it. If I weren't, I would know it by now, right? I mean, with all the stuff we've been through together.
Let's hope for both your sakes that that's the case.
Want some company?
No, thank you, please. The kind of mood I'm in right now, I'd probably just ruin your whole night.
Well, honey, I wasn't thinking about me. No, it just so happens that one of my gals has kind of taken a real shine to you. So maybe some night you'd like to take Luann out for a little stroll. Now that you're not seeing the McGillis girl anymore.
Yeah, well, what happened with me and May, that was just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
All right, she's downright mad at me right now, but that's only a temporary situation. We're gonna settle that real soon.
Well, you don't have to talk me into it. Cody, I'm all for true love. But just don't go thinking that it frees us from the weight and pain of life. Because, honey, sometimes it just adds to it.
Now, Miss Blaze, you talking about me and May? Or are you talking about you and Buck?
I'm talking about you and Buck. He is fit to be tied about you seeing this sodbuster's daughter.
Buck is my boss. And he's done an awful lot for me. But he's still my boss. During the day, he can call the tune. My private life is mine.
Well, that's brave talk, honey. But we both know one thing about Buck Buchanan, and that is he demands total loyalty. And he's not going to settle for anything less.
Cody, wanna stand there all night? We got a long ride. You coming with us or not?
I'm with you, Buck.
That's not bad, sis.
Not bad. I think it's delicious. Wish you'd sit down, though, man. Let me help you serve.
What for? That's woman work. What's so funny, mister?
Well, Mr. McGillis, it's just that you think you have your hands full with Buck Buchanan. Where I come from, a man could get scalped for saying that this is woman's work.
Mister, you say the strangest things.
I think it sounds nice, especially that part about helping with the serving. We could use some fellas like that around here, Papa.
Oh, hush, May.
You know, Buck Buchanan's not so tough. You should have seen how Clint stood up to him today.
Well, now, wait a minute. Don't go making me out to be some kind of hero. Your pa is absolutely right in wanting to be careful around fellas like that.
Well, they start making threats against my children. I don't know that any land is worth that.
You thinking of pulling stakes?
Me, most of the other farmers, too. You see, Buck Buchanan may be willing to kill for our land, but I'm not so sure we're willing to have our children die for it.
Well, I can sympathize with that, Mr. McGillis, but some things are worth fighting for.
I'm with him, Pa. I think if we stand together, we can beat Buck. I think we can lick him.
Well, maybe, and man to man in a fair fight, maybe we could. But they all come riding in here with their guns blazing and everything, and you... Now what, mister?
I'm sorry to be staring at your daughter like that, Mr. McGillis, but she just looks so familiar. May, I wish I could place your face, but I... Who's this?
That is my great-great-grandmother, May.
She's quite a looker.
Yeah, she is. May McGillis Vasquez. How's that for a name? My mom says that that picture was taken sometime around 1885.
Yeah?
Yeah. Her father was a farmer, and she married up with this guy by the name of Cody Vasquez. He was my great-great-grandfather. Yeah, he was a gunslinger.
Gunslinger?
Yeah. Yeah, see, the way the family story goes, old Cody, he was this wild, hot-tempered hombre, you know? And he had a pair of 6 guns.
Clint, what was that you were saying about my face?
It's all beginning to make sense now.
Well, I'm glad something is making sense to you, because you are just one big mystery to me, mister.
I wish I could explain it to you, but I don't think you'd understand it.
Probably not. Pass the biscuits.
Miss Lee, press-on nails for teens. Miss Lee press-on nails for smaller hands. Easy to put on as regular Lee press-on nails with 4 extra nails. 24 in all for a more perfectly beautiful...
How about a little more coffee, Clint, there?
No, thank you, May. But let me help you clear.
Oh, no, sir. My papa would kill me if you do. I'll let you help me with the dishes. You stay put. I gotta go get some water, okay?
Where do I start? This morning, February 1988, I ride out of my ranch, a blind man, feeling just as good and free as I ever felt my life before I lost my sight. And the next thing I know, I'm lying on the ground, my horse is taken off, and I can see. And I walk right into the middle of a thriving, bustling cattle town where I always thought there was nothing but desert. And on top of that, it's February 1888, 100 years in the past. And if that's not enough, I meet Cord's great-great-grandmother, May. And my great-grandfather, Buck Buchanan, who makes Asa look like little Mary Sunshine. And as impossible as it sounds, here I am with Buck Buchanan, May McGillis, Cody Vasquez.
Don't leave out me. Hey, I'm sorry. Don't shoot me.
Shoot you. This isn't a gun.
Well, no, then what is it?
Buddy, you'd never believe me.
Well, I'm always willing to listen.
Even though you think I'm loco.
Yeah.
Come here. Come on over here, mount up. This is a tape recorder. And we use things like this where I come from to capture sounds and voices electronically.
Electronic? What?
Here, I'll show you. Say something.
What?
Just speak. Say your name.
Buddy McGillis.
Okay, now we rewind it. Then? Say something.
What?
Just speak. Say your name.
Buddy McGillis. Where'd you get that thing?
Sound City, Route 12.
Come again?
It's a store, buddy.
Yeah?
The kind of store that won't exist around here for close to 100 years. If I were you, I'd just try and enjoy the peace and quiet.
You know, in the beginning, I didn't believe you about this future stuff. But now, I'm still not sure 100%. But you being here is like the stories.
What stories?
Well, my pa, he ain't one for fighting, but he can sure spin a yarn. He used to put me to bed with a story every night. They were always about this stranger.
Stranger?
Yeah, he'd come out of nowhere and help people and do good deeds. And when I first saw you, I thought you was him. Don't laugh.
Sorry.
Guess it sounds pretty dumb, huh?
No, not at all. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
She used to say. My mom, that is. Right before she passed away. I guess I just stopped believing that after we lost her.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of sorry to hear that. Your mama was right, you know. The world is full of magic and mystery. And I'm not talking just about the fact that I traveled back in time. I mean, I had something physically wrong with me. Just like that, I was cured. I mean, cured. You know, the world is full, just chock full of magic and mystery and miracles. And just when things get so bad, you don't think you can stand it anymore because of the heartache and the pain, something wonderful can happen. Your mama was right. I hope you can start believing that again sometime.
And you being here, it's kind of like that, huh?
I never thought of that till just now. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Gabrielle, Lita has been spotted in Venice with Milagro.
Oh, that's wonderful. So the police arrested her.
Well, court hired this private investigator who's trailing her, so now all we have to do is wait. But it's so hard on all of us.
Especially Max.
Oh, he has been a tower of strength for me through this whole thing. In fact, he even went so far as to...
Tina, what did Max do?
Nothing. I didn't call you to talk about me and my problems. Or my plans.
What plans?
Well, it's nothing, okay? It's nothing that can't wait. My main concern here is Vicky. I mean, she's always been there for me whenever I've needed her. So please, if anything terrible should happen...
Don't even think that way. Tina, don't worry. I'll keep you informed, I promise.
Thank you, Gabrielle. And please give Vicky my love.
I will, of course I will. Tina, will you...
What?
Nothing. Just tell everyone there that we're thinking of them, too.
All right, goodbye.
Max again?
Oh, Steve, you startled me.
Honey, was that Max on the phone again?
No, it was Tina. She wanted to know if we had any more word about Clint.
She's not the only one.
Asa, how was it up there?
Oh, it's dark, choppy, frustrating.
Ace, I just saw the helicopters coming back. Any sign of Clint?
No, we had the big search lights on, and the pilot said it's a waste of time, so I'm going to take off first light of day.
Well, what about the sheriff's people? Did Vicky send word?
I just got off the phone with them up in the study. They said they haven't got anything yet, but they did get the results back from the lab.
From the pill you found in Oakie's stall?
Yep.
Well, what's in it?
Well, I don't know. I wrote it down. It's some sort of asthma medicine.
Let me see the name.
Is that the same as Joey's?
I never heard of this stuff.
Well, obviously some clumsy ranch hand dropped it in the feed bin by mistake.
Or somebody did it on purpose.
But why would anybody want to do that?
I don't know, Gabrielle. But I guarantee you this, I'm going to find out.
I like that smile. I hope that means you're being optimistic.
Well, I don't know if that's a reason to smile, but, actually, I was just looking at this picture of Clint, thinking about the first time that we had a conversation as, well, as father and son, you know.
Happy memories, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, some were happy. Some painful, too, you know. They all kind of got mixed up back then. Kind of like the way they feel right now. It's like 80 different things going on all at once. And I'm here, standing here, feeling powerless to do anything.
Look, I know you never ask anybody for any favors. I mean, especially not me. But I hope you know that if there's anything I can do, I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah. I know that, Tina. Thank you. The thing is, I don't think anyone can do anything right now. Not for Clint, not for the baby. Actually, to tell you the truth, I think I'm going to go outside and I'm going to get some fresh air. Excuse me.
A cord? Well, I thought for a minute when I came in here and you were so lost in thought, I thought maybe you were upset with what Max said, you know, about getting married in Italy.
Oh, no, Tina, why would I be upset? I mean, I want you to be happy, girl.
Well, I'm glad you weren't upset or anything. I mean, it was so spur of the moment, you know. I mean, who knows? We may still postpone it a bit. I mean, Max and I are very, impulsive people.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's why the two of you are going to make such a great couple.
Yeah, maybe. But then again, they say opposites attract.
Well, you know that walk I was talking about, I think I better take it.
That's Kevin, my oldest.
The colors. How do they do that?
Just standard 35mm film.
Buddy, your papa's calling for you.
You remember what I said? You promised. Don't mention the tape recorder or the pictures, okay?
Cross my heart and hope. Buddy McGillis, if you don't get yourself out there and help your papa with the gates and the fences, he is gonna tan your hide.
I'm going. Just talking to Clint about the future. Right, Clint?
Oh, that's right, buddy.
The futures, if you don't have enough nonsense in that head of yours. Did I say something funny there?
Oh, no, never mind. You got another towel, I'll help you with these dishes.
Well, you are sure bent on being domestic, aren't you? And I appreciate it, really, but believe me, I know how to manage this stuff.
Forgot for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah. I used to always take it off before I washed so it wouldn't fall out in the suds, but, well, that's just one less thing I'm going to have to fiddle with now, Clint.
May, do you think it's possible that maybe you were a little hasty in giving Cody his ring back?
Well, he made his decision, and I made my decision. And if he wants to hang around that no-good scoundrel Buck Buchanan, then he's just not the man that I thought he was, Clint. And I really don't think that he's the man for me anyway, so...
Well, he's kind of divided in his loyalties. Maybe if you gave him another chance.
I don't want to talk about this, all right?
Sure. I don't mean to pressure you. I know it's been a tough day.
Well, it's been a tough day for you, too, so you probably ought to go off and get yourself a good night's sleep.
Well, I got a lot of confusing thoughts running around in my head.
Well, I'm sure you'll work them out.
I'll bring in some firewood before I turn in.
Stranger's staying here, all right?
Yeah, well, we better stay away from me.
I think that's May's choice. I'd say good riddance, Cody. The stranger's gonna cause us trouble. We're gonna have to run him out of town.
Max, I know your touch even in my sleep.
Oh, that's nice, since I'll be touching you exclusively once you're Mrs. Max Holden.
I'm so glad you talked me into this.
Ooh, our wedding plans?
Well, that too, but also this little siesta. I was having the most wonderful dream about all of us together.
Ah, you and me, huh?
And Cord. And we were in this wonderful palace. Oh, and the most amazing thing was this beautiful queen.
A queen in Venice.
Look, don't laugh. It's my dream, okay?
Hey.
Like, in this wonderful queen, when I went and I knelt before her, she just handed me my baby, and then this whole choir of angels started singing.
A whole choir. Did they keep singing while we marched down the aisle to be married by the king?
Married?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? Tina, Heron told me I could find... I'm sorry.
You sure are hard to figure, Clint. You work all day in the fields with Pop and me, and you want to help me slice onions.
Well, I think it's just wonderful. And if there were more forward-looking people around here like that, I think we'd all just be a lot happier.
Oh, you women folks, maybe. Us men like it just the way it is.
Well, now, I didn't mean to start any revolution.
Well, don't worry, Clint. The way I got it figured, you'll be going back to your own people in your own way soon enough.
What you working on there, Papa?
Well, I'm just figuring up how many man-hours Clint has put in so far. If he sticks around here a little while longer, he'll have enough for a horse.
Well, it'll take him more than a horse to get him home.
How's that, son?
Monroe, can I talk to you for a second?
Well, yeah.
Stop staring at Cody, Lou Ann.
Oh, I can't help but stare, Blaze. I just wish once he'd look up here and notice me. Come on, come on.
So, Buck, you think this is a proper place to have a ballot box right here in the bar?
Well, everybody stops by here sooner or later, don't they, Cody? What better place to put a check by the name of the next mayor of Buchanan City?
And I don't suppose it don't bother you at all that yours is the only name on that ballot.
Well, where else could I get a mandate from the people?
I'm serious, Buck. You know, I remember all those campfire talks that you and me used to have. You talked about how this country was supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave, and how you fought for all those things at Gettysburg.
We are a long way from Gettysburg, Cody. This is the ranchers against the sodbusters, and I ain't about to sound retreat.
Just rode past McGillis's place. Guess who stayed the night and was working there this morning?
That new stranger in town, what about it?
Well, I guess you don't mind him taking his boots off under the same roof as pretty Miss May, huh?
Now hold it, let it be. Now when that ballot box is spilled, then I'm mayor. I will take care of that stranger once and for all.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rain.
Well, one more slice up high won't hurt. Give us a chance to talk, and I can learn your ways.
Well, what's to learn? We're just simple folk here, Clint.
Simple folk? Where I come from, when a young man and woman fall in love, they don't go throwing their rings back in each other's faces. I know I said I wouldn't pressure
No, you're
you.
absolutely right, Clint. You know, it was very childish of me to even taken that ring in the first place.
Now, you don't mean that. And besides, I think that you owe it to Cody and to yourself to give him a second chance. And I think you owe it to a lot of other folks, too.
What other folks?
A lot of people you don't even know. A lot of people who care very deeply about two young lovers getting back together. You could say that their whole future depends on it.
Well, you know, you say a lot of strange things, but nothing you say is going to change how I feel about Cody. Right? Now, my papa has some chores for me to do here, and I've wasted enough time talking about that cowboy, and I would be very happy not to hear his name in this house ever, ever again.
Pitiful. Just pitiful.
Well, tell me, just when did you become such an expert on courtship and love?
I'm the expert on Moonstruck's sister. Time was, May thought stars used to come out to shine in Cody's eyes. Of course, that was before he started to work for Buck Buchanan. Now that he's sided with the ranchers against us farmers, she hates them.
But she can't.
Look, Clint, it would take a miracle to get her off the fence and back into his arms.
Somebody poisoned a well at the Carter farm last night. And there's no telling how many more there might have been. Their little girl's been taken sick.
Sally? Why would anybody want to hurt Sally?
Slim says the Carters are ready to pack up and leave. A lot of the other farmers talking the same way.
Where are you going, Carl?
Well, me and Slim are going to ride around to all the other farms and tell everybody to come over here and meet tonight. Now, listen, you keep an eye on our well, bud, all right?
Sir.
Clint, you know how to use this?
If I have to.
But you just might have to, my friend. Adios.
Pretty darn exciting, huh?
Personally, I could go for a little peace and quiet and understanding.
And that's politics, boys, with a capital B. Now, who's going to the dance tonight, Deal?
The ranchers.
And only us ranchers. And who are they going to vote for, Deal?
You, Buck.
By this time tomorrow, as your newly elected mayor, guess what my first ordinance is going to be?
No spit.
No, ma'am. I'm going to pass a law against vagrants, drifters, and useless parasites. And anybody who comes into Buchanan City to cause trouble is going to hit the trail fast or pound rock in the jail yard.
Now, there's a law with some teeth in it.
What's the matter, Blaze? Aren't you for law and order?
Well, you know what they say. Jackass can't be a stallion, but he can be a mayor.
I tell you, without laws, it's every man for himself.
Without drifters, we wouldn't even have a country.
Oh, Blaze, honey, you'll come along like everybody else. When you see I am the way of the future.
Well, I wouldn't count your ballots before they're hatched, but what if the farmers decide to come to the dance tonight, too?
I'd love to see them try.
Ooh, so would I, Deal. So would I.
Don't let Blaze get to you, Buck.
Now, who says she gets to me? Just another female, Deal.
That's the stuff. Who cares what she thinks? As long as we know the real reason you want to be mayor.
What might that be?
Well, them railroad tracks are getting closer to Buchanan City every day. They're going to be buying up all the land they can get a hold of, and who's going to have more than our next mayor?
Well, you half-right deal. I want the land, but not for myself and not for that damn railroad. I want it for open grazing land, for the ranchers and their cattle.
The sod busters?
They're just going to have to move on to the next county. That can't be helped.
No, it can't, Bill. I'll drink to that.
Cord, if it's about the baby, I want to know.
That's why I came rushing up here, Tina. I just got a call from Senor Barry.
Did he find Lita?
She just got this job. She's going to start tomorrow as a showroom model for a new designer in Venice. She's working under an assumed name, obviously.
Oh, well, this is just the lead that we've been waiting for. This is fantastic. Okay, all we have to do then is to just show up in Venice and show up where she's working. And then we can just get her to take us to the baby. So, Max, come on, we got to get dressed. And we got a lot to do. We got to get dressed, call the airline, and then get on the next flight to Venice.
Tina, I'm sorry, but it's not going to be that easy. See, Senor Barry seems to think that Lita is very skittish right now, and if anybody gets near her, she's going to think that she's being followed, and then she's just going to take off again like she did when she was in Rome.
Well, she can't do that, because if she does, then we may never find Milagro.
That's what Cord just said, darling. Now, what does Senor Barry advise? He thinks the best move would be for me to go to Venice by myself. That way, I could keep an eye on Lita myself, and I could keep her from running, and she wouldn't notice me. And then what? Well, then, Senor Barry and I will work out some kind of a plan. We will work together. We'll get the baby away from Lita, or we'll catch Lita. But in some way, I will get the baby back, and then I will give you a call here in the States, and you can join me.
What, after everything's finished?
Well, it sounds good to me. I mean, if we all converge on Lita, she's going to run scared. I think Cord's plan is the best chance we got of finding the baby.
Oh, great. You two think you have this all worked out, don't you? You even have this hotshot detective in Italy working on it. Well, let me tell you something. This is my baby, and I am going to be there when we find him. So, Cord, I am going with you now.
Why are you weeds always the best-looking thing in my garden? Just awful.
That's because weeds were meant to grow in this dirt.
Cody, what are you doing here?
Oh, I came by to see if that stranger you took in is causing you any kind of harm.
Well, it isn't that stranger that's causing us harm. It's your boss. So why don't you just ride on out of here before I go get him and my papa?
I just saw your papa ride on. May, I come here to give you back your ring.
Well, then you just wore your horse out for nothing, Cody, because until you hang up those 6-shooters, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Told you I want to be a rancher like Buck. Now, the only way that is going to happen is if I can make some money. Buck has promised to set me up with some prime stock to get started with. If I can stay with
If the
him...
U.S. Marshal doesn't come along and arrest you, or if you don't get killed first... You know, sooner or later, Cody, somebody's going to come along that's a lot more powerful than Buck and teach him how to obey the law. And then what are you going to do, honey?
I'm just not cut out for a pitchfork and a plow, May.
Then you're just not cut out for me. We're gonna have kids, Cody. God, I just want a good life.
Oh, and growing stuff in this dust is your idea of a good life?
We are gonna get irrigation out here. You know that.
Maybe you stop listening to your pa.
You know what I think, Cody? I think you don't want it to be true because then you're gonna have to grow up and stop being a bully and start being a man. That's what I think.
Hey, this is the last time I'm offering you back this ring.
Tina, wait a minute. Just settle down, all right? You can't go running off to Venice. You know how excited you get about these things. You could end up blowing the whole thing.
Look, I'm not going to interfere in your search for Lita, okay? You and the Senor Barry, just do whatever you need. I just want to be there when you find Milagro.
Wait a minute. That's what you said. You got us all down on a plane to Argentina last time. We almost ended up 3 pincushions for the Indians. Now, I think Cord's plan is the best bet. Now, let him go, and we'll get the baby back and more.
What are you talking about?
We can, while he's in Venice, we can make arrangements for our wedding over there.
Max.
Tina, look, it's the best thing for everybody here. Look, I will call the American Embassy. I'll take care of the documents, blood tests, whatever we need to get done to make this official. Then we'll get one of Gabrielle's contacts. They'll make you a wedding dress. We'll get a suitcase full of clothes for Milagro. Well, I mean, court finds baby, we get hitched, everyone lives happily ever after, right?
That sure seems to make sense to me, Tina.
Is that what you want? I mean, to go to Venice by yourself, and then I'll stay here and make plans with Max?
Tina, I think Max is right. I think for everybody's sake, this is the best decision. Besides, I think you're really forgetting about somebody.
Who?
Vicky. I think she may need you right here in the country, Tina, because if she needs you, you'll be here.
Oh, I just feel pulled in every direction here. I really do. I feel like I should be in Venice, but if Vicky needs me, and there's only one way to find that out, isn't there?
He's still watching you. Stop, he'll think I'm interested. Here he comes.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
He's nice, but he's leaving with me.
Think fast. Think Breath Savers.
Hello?
Vicky, hi, it's Tina.
Oh, hi.
You sound so disappointed.
I'm sorry, honey. I thought it was maybe the sheriff's office calling with word about Clint.
Oh, is there any news on him yet?
No.
Oh, Vicky, I know just how you feel. I mean, I'm sitting here waiting for news about Milagro, and you're sitting there waiting to hear anything about Clint.
Well, honey, at least you know that your baby is alive and well taken care of. Clint is all alone out in the desert.
Please don't get so upset.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help it. I keep blaming myself because I was the one who insisted we come out here to Arizona.
Well, you did that out of love for Clint. Just like your love is going to save him. I mean, Vicky, I don't know anything about the desert, but I do know something about survival. And Clint is going to get through this as long as he knows he has you and the kids to come back to.
You know who you sound like? Me. I think we were sisters or something.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
Is there any news about the baby?
Well, yeah, actually, Cord is on his way to Venice to track down Lita. I have my fingers crossed. If we get any good news, I'll call you right away.
Please do. We can use all the good news we can get around here.
Yeah, and you take care of yourself, okay? And give Asa and the kids my love.
Don't forget us.
Oh, and, Cord and Max send their love, too.
And mine to them, okay? Remember, I love you.
I love you, too.
Tina, you okay?
Yeah, she needs me. I mean, my sister cares enough about me that she needs to lean on me right now. Cord, you're gonna have to go to Venice alone. I just found out that my place is here.
Tina, I know what a tough decision this is for you. But believe me, you are doing the right thing.
And everything's gonna be okay. Clint, Milagro, wedding plans. Everything is just gonna be fine. For everyone.
Oh, what is the matter with him, Clint? Why
have to go and pick his six-shooters over me. I just don't understand. I guess it just means he never loved me.
Doesn't mean that at all. Cody is just conflicted, May.